Hi, I'm Clark Power. I'm the founder and the executive director of the Play Like a Champion Today educational program for youth and high school sports. COVID-19 changed the world of youth sports. Leaders of Play Like a Champion partners across the country have shared with us heartbreaking stories about athletes losing the end of their winter season or their whole spring sports season. Our sympathies go out to all these athletes, especially the seniors, who may have lost their final opportunity to play on a competitive team. Beyond the disappointment of these cancellations, our children, like all of us, missed the sheer fun of getting together for practice and play. This social disruption is more than an inconvenience. It isolates us when we need each other the most. The Play Like a Champion team is working hard to identify ways for you to maintain the social ties to the children on your team and to keep them active in the confines of their homes. I encourage you to consult our website regularly for helpful tips to keep your teams intact and engaged through the creative use of social media. Keep in mind that many of the children you coach are facing more than boredom. Some may be sick or have parents, grandparents, relatives, and friends who are. Others may be home in their own houses because their parents have to work. Many children's parents lost their jobs and are anxious about paying their bills and finding another job. We need to keep in mind now more than ever that our role as coaches is to minister to the health of children's spirits as well as their bodies. Over the past week, Kristen, Pete, Grace, Jim, and I have been meeting with members of our Play Like a Champion family who provide sports and after-school activities to children living in some of the poorest neighborhoods in our country. They're on the phone day and night, keeping in touch with these children and their families. Now that the schools are closed, their organizations have become lifelines, providing food when needed and emotional support to their children. As we take precautions to protect the elderly and those with chronic illnesses and compromised immune systems, these coaches are asking all of us to extend our care to the most vulnerable of our young people. Poverty is a pre-existing condition. We need to rally as one Play Like a Champion family to give these leaders the resources and the emotional support they need in this trying time. Coach Charles from North Lawndale reminds us that in economically distressed neighborhoods, youth sport teams and clubs serve to save lives on the front end. Coach Derek Brown, also from North Lawndale, fears that without close and continuous contact, children will be lost to gangs or languish without the hope, structure, discipline, and direction that they need to develop to their full potential. Our children need us. All of them need us. This is not the time simply to retreat into our own homes and communities. This is the time to practice what we preach about acting together as a team. I'm asking each one of you today to take 3 steps to win this battle against COVID-19. First, stay in contact. Call, text, message, or video chat with your athletes regularly. 2, stay active yourself and keep your athletes active. Play Like a Champion has a dedicated web page with resources and ideas on how athletes can move rigorously every day. Visit playlikeachampion.org and click the banner on the main page to access this resource. Finally, consider ways in which we can meet the economic burdens that threaten many of us. We must all make a sacrifice to sustain and increase our good work. We will discuss concrete ways of doing this with our leaders of partner organizations in our webinar this week. The time is now for us to fight like champions against the devastating effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on our children. Thank you.